to the Anime and Chill podcast.
Hey, are you ready to go?
Hello and welcome to the Anime and Chill podcast, and today we're going to be talking about JoJo's Part 3, Stardust Crusaders, I think that's the name, and we're also going to be talking about BNA, which is a Netflix original anime. We're going to be talking about BNA first, so Blue, what did you think about the opening and ending music for the show?
For the opening, I think the opening was cool. The song was a bop, and the visuals were epic, but there were some parts where the visuals and song didn't quite fit together. Might just be me, but the ending is great. The visuals were a bit different, but I liked that, and the colors were very poppy, and that was really nice. The song was fit well.
I gotta agree, like, the opening was good. The visuals for the opening, they were alright, but the song overall for the opening was pretty good. Yeah, there's no complaints really from me, but the ending is just complete fire. And they even introduced the ending song in the show like so many times. It was weird how many times they actually played the ending song in the show. I think it was like 3 times. One time it was playing at the party, and then near the end of the show, she's like singing it in a concert, that one girl. But yeah, I really liked the opening and ending music for the show as well. What did you think about the characters for the show?
I liked the characters, like Shiro, best boy, and then Michiro. I liked her. She was cool. She was a decent main character.
I love her design.
Is she Raccoon or Tanuki?
She's Tanuki.
Cause like I don't know, she confused me.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing, but I'm pretty sure she's a Tanuki because just the way her tail is and like...
Yeah. Why did she insist she was a raccoon?
I don't know, right? What's that one girl's name? I don't even know her name. The fake wolf girl?
Naneyama? Hold on. Nazuna,
yeah.
She was decent. She was okay. I liked her design. Like, just the way she looked. But, yeah. I feel like, I don't know, I didn't like her as much.
Yeah, same.
But...
she was annoying at some points.
Yeah, because she just seemed very, like...
mean.
Yeah.
She was really mean to Michiru, and I was just like, really? Like, it was kind of hard to believe they were even, like, friends. Like, such great friends, whenever, like, the way Nazuna really treats Michiru and whatever. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But eventually, they get back on track.
Yeah, I'm happy that the ending, she, like, overall, like... tilted more towards Michiru, and yeah.
What's that? The white guy? Is he Shiro? What's his name?
The wolf
white dude?
one?
Yeah, the wolf dude.
Shiro, yeah.
Okay, so there's him, and then Michiru, and then Nazuna. Those are really the standout characters for me.
Yeah.
Like, just those 3.
Shiro's best boy, though.
Yeah, clearly.
What about that mink girl?
The mink. I kind of liked her, even though, like, that's the thing. With BNA, it's 12 episodes, right? But yet, I feel like it could have been so much more. And also, the 12 episodes could have been so much more because throughout the show, they have a pretty good world set up. Like, there's like, okay, there's the humans, and then there's these beastmen. And they live on these 2 different, cities or something. And it's pretty cool. But like, for those first 2 episodes, I was really engaged, and I was like, yo, this is dope. But I think like on the 3rd or 4th episode, I think it was the 4th, the baseball team she joins the baseball team, and
I think
what?
The baseball thing was like episode 5 or something.
Okay, but just after like episode 2, it kind of not turned into, but like, I really didn't feel the tension right there in that one situation, whatever, the hospital or something. They were busting these dudes, and
I think the hype kind of fluctuated a little bit. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, the baseball episode wasn't that bad. It kind of...
No, it wasn't bad. It was just... It was filler, but it was good filler. I'll admit, it was like a good filler. But for a 12-episode series... not getting a season 2,
like it introduced some power stuff though, because her like.
Oh, that was awesome! Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that might have been the reason for the baseball thing.
Probably.
Where they were trying to, introduce like her powers or basically whatever it was that she has, morphing
Yeah,
abilities.
she can like become a giant, like the Incredible Hulk or something. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
holy hell! It was kind of crazy the first time I saw it. Not gonna lie. And going back to like the Mink character and where I was trying to bring all of that, like that character's so good, the Mink character, but yet doesn't get that much time to shine. You know what I mean? She pops in here and there, but it's like whatever.
I didn't quite understand her character because like they didn't explain her enough so that I cared. Like I liked her human design as well. Her hair was pretty dope.
Yeah, she looked really cool. Her Mink design and her human design looked really good. And when she pops up, like in the first beginning episode, like in the beginning scene, you're like, holy crap, who's this shady character? And it was really interesting. But ultimately, they don't really do much with her. She's just more of a side character, which is expected. But at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they missed out on like a small plot point that they could have included with her.
Yeah, maybe introduced her a little bit more, gave her maybe like some sort of side plot, because ultimately she was a really interesting character, but what she becomes, or what she ultimately was just a kind of cool character that showed up sometimes.
Yeah.
That was all she really was, unfortunately. But yeah, I think the characters in BNA are pretty good. The Shido dude, the wolf dude, really cool how his whole story plays out and how he's like I don't know what he is. He's like the protector, or like he's like a god. Is he a god?
He's a mortal protector, I guess. They just built up a legend around him because he became immortal, and then he was using what he could to protect like the people. So I mean, in a way, he's more of a protector than a god, I'd think.
Yeah, definitely more of a protector, even though he's like scary. He's like so scary.
For once, there's a reason for a choker.
Honestly. Oh my god.
I was like, this emo ass detective dude, why are you wearing a choker? Emo ass dude. And like when they revealed that there's actually a reason for it, I was like, okay, emo and useful.
Yeah, he's very useful, not gonna lie. But also, what were your like main thoughts on Michiru? Because for me, Michiru, I really loved her design. I don't know what it is about like Trigger, but they do an amazing job on like the character design for like the main characters, like 02's Trigger, and just see how popular that character is. Ryuko, I love Ryuko and her design, but I love this one, Michiru. So what did you think about her character and her design, just her character in general?
I liked her character. Like, her personality was very interesting as well. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, basic personality, I guess. I don't know.
It's pretty basic, yeah.
Like, I think it worked. She's a good main character, I'd say. Like, she wasn't really annoying at any point that I'd say. I mean, a little, but not really. Like, she was a good character.
What I thought was kind of weird was like, okay, her human form, it's like she can turn, so she turned back into human that one time, and then like, could she not do it again? Or like, what was up with that?
She could, but she said that she felt more comfortable as a tanuki. But I mean, I didn't quite understand that. But I mean, I guess, like, I mean, I feel like things like basketball, like she was doing, would be easier like that.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess that
Like,
makes sense.
Because she, I don't know, more abilities. I don't know, honestly. I wish they explained that a little bit more and had her
Same.
turn back into human a little bit more as well. You know, she was like, I can't turn back into human the whole time, and the fact that she was able to, but decided not to after she could do it was a little like shaky. But
because she turns back human for that party, and then they show up at the party, and then what happens. She has to turn back, and then like she never like turns back human. It was kind of strange, but whatever. I guess. What did you think about like the animation for the show?
I liked the animation. Again, you could tell it's Studio Trigger. It's really nice and fluid and overall just really well animated.
Yeah.
Like the color choices as well was pretty.
Love the colors. Especially like the ending action sequences, like when it gets like crazy and it gets epic, you can definitely tell it's Trigger, like with Kill la Kill. Another reason why I really love that show is for the action and just how crazy and chaotic it can get in that show with its animation. And this show did the same thing, especially in the like last episode whenever that huge fight is going on. But just like in general, you can like tell, like just Trigger just has a special way of animation that, not to say it's like the best or anything, but it definitely looks distinct and you can tell it apart. They just do something different. It's really interesting to see, honestly. So, did you have any favorite episodes or a favorite episode or moments in the show?
I don't have a particular favorite. Each episode had like their own moments.
For me, like for a favorite moment, I don't think I had a favorite episode, but for favorite moments, I would have to say whenever the dude, I guess should I spoil this or no? What do you think?
Just you could put a spoiler warning quickly, and then I don't know.
Okay, spoiler warning, I guess. The dude, the businessman guy, right? He's the god, or he's like a purebred, right? He's like a purebred, mega alpha wolf guy with three heads for some reason, and he
like freaking I forgot what the dog
like a Hydra.
of hell is named.
Cerberus, yeah.
Yeah.
And for some, I just did not get this, but it didn't really take away from the fact that I liked the way the show ended. It definitely ended pretty well, but this is what I was trying to say. Like, so this guy's basically unbeatable, right? But he gets beaten. Like what? Like, he's a purebred. He's clearly better than the white wolf dude. Clearly better, right? Because he comes from this purebred line of beastmen or whatever. And just look at him. He has 3 heads. He's golden. He's shooting lasers like it's what's it called? The Kamehameha, but it's like golden, and I'm like, holy crap. But then he just gets beat, like, so not easily, but he just gets straight up beat by the wolf dude, which I thought was kind of weird. It's like, because didn't the wolf guy, he got his powers from all the dead beastmen or
I think
something?
they both got their powers in the relatively the same way. The only difference was that he was half-blood and then he was purebred, because I think they both got blood from 1,000 dead wolves.
Oh, they both did that?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think that's what they both said, but the only difference is the fact I might be wrong, but the only fact, like the only thing that makes them different is like pure blood, half blood thing.
Okay, well that makes sense. But even still, it's just like kind of weird how there's like, for some reason he had 3 heads, and it's like, I don't know, it was just weird to me. Let's move on to like the story / plot of the show.
I think the plot was good.
Yeah, I think it was.
At the end, it had a bit of Zootopia plot mixed in there.
I'd
like
never
the
seen
whole, basically in Zootopia, the predators are going savage, and basically, like, you can see where they kind of hit into each other. Also, like, the main character is like a police detective stuff, so.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, and there's even a concert near the end, so. But anyways, I feel like the whole discrimination sort of plot thing sadly fits in where things are going on currently as well.
Essentially, the plot is like she somehow gets turned into the Beast Man because she was formerly human, right? And that's how we see her in the first episode. We don't see her like that in the first episode, but we see her, you know, kind of, I guess, going to the beast world or whatever that beast. I forget the name of the city, but she like goes there. Anima City, yeah. She's like going there because I guess she just turned into a beast man, and then she meets up with like the mayor or something. And basically, it's just her and this detective, and they're trying to figure out why she's a beast man, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought just for like a 12 episode series, I feel like as I said, I like the baseball episode, right? I like the little episodes that didn't really matter as much in the middle, but at the same time, I think they could have been a lot better. Like the beginning of the show was really strong for me, I really liked it, and I really wanted to like BNA like a lot, right?
Yeah.
I really loved Beastars. That was such a good show, and
Still need to watch that.
yeah, it's really good, honestly.
I got informed on some interesting scenes from that, but
Oh my god, there's so many memeable moments. I don't know, since they're animals, there's just always going to be some sort of a similarity there. But I wanted to like it, and I do like it since it's Trigger and has this really cool animation, really cool character design. The main character just looks so awesome. But ultimately, like in the middle section of the show, I think it really slows down a bit. Like, just for me, it does.
okay, it's not like the way that Japan Sinks did it, but like
Oh, no,
they
no.
divided down a little bit like that, like like around the episode 5 episode area or whatever.
Yeah.
But then they picked up a little bit.
For sure,
Like,
for sure.
And then like the end was like a shot up.
Yeah. Like the whole arc with the cult, right? The one that Nazuna was the leader of because she was faking it.
The Silver
Just-
Wolf cult church.
Yeah.
thing.
They were kind of annoying. Just like she was
Yeah.
annoying, that cult was annoying. I don't know. But it wasn't like that bad. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
saying why I didn't think the show was as good as I kind of wanted it to be or thought it was going to be. It's just, for me, it's like slightly above average. It's a pretty good show. It has a lot of good things going on. Like the story's interesting, the concept's interesting in terms of just like this whole universe and this, just like these half human, half animals trying to live not amongst, but in the same universe, in the same world as humans, and just how that would actually happen with crime and all of this other stuff, like how the police handle everything. And yeah, it's a good show, I think. I just don't think it was anything amazing or special, but the beginning I really liked and the ending I really liked. So
Yeah, like I mean, overall, I wasn't expecting, again, like with like Agretsuko and stuff like that. I wasn't expecting to really enjoy the show or whatever and stuff like that. I don't normally watch anime with like animals, like anthropomorphic things.
Yeah.
And I mean, but I like from where I expected to enjoy it, it's a lot like higher up there than I thought. So it's definitely above average. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst, and I can definitely see where they were
Same, yeah.
going and how they could have improved it, and like where they could have fixed those small minor things in it. But overall, it's not a bad show.
not
At
at
all.
all. Like I don't blame anyone who's like deep into it, who loves like who really wants a season 2, even though like there's not really a need for one, but like just wants that the universe, because I could definitely see the universe keep going on,
Yeah.
even though that story is not necessarily wrapped up, but it's they didn't leave us hanging. They didn't leave us, we got the story. We got a story, and this show's really popular. But yeah, so coming from someone that really wanted to like the show, I'd still definitely recommend you watch it if it sounds interesting.
Yeah, like it's only like 12 episodes. I mean,
Yeah, it's a good watch for 12
it
episodes.
took me
I'd
like
say.
2 days to fly through.
Yeah, so, and that's what I love about the short shows.
If you don't have anything else going on,
It's worth a watch. So yeah, that's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original if you want to watch it. And that's our thoughts on BNA, Brand New Animal.
Sponsor time!
Does your love of anime know no bounds? Is your truest form in front of a screen bewildered and excited as muscle-bound high schoolers shoot lasers and magical girls fly on angel wings? Then you must be brimming with that unbeatable anime protagonist energy. And the only place you can let it all out is Funimation. Thanks to their massive library filled with hundreds of subs and dubs, when a series finale leaves you heartbroken, you can start the process all over with a new show. Back in the day, anime fans eagerly longed for the latest episodes, while Japan was already full seasons ahead. That sucked. But those days are long gone because Funimation has episodes available to stream the same day they air in Japan, and dubbed within 2 weeks. With a Funimation subscription, you also gain access to members-only content and shop exclusives, meaning you can finally reach the peak of your fandom power. And with a Funimation subscription, you can watch any show on demand or download. So even if you're stuck at grandma's without Wi-Fi or just have to watch as soon as possible, Funimation lets you get your anime fix on your time. So become a subscriber and download shows on the go or easily stream whenever you want. And a Funimation subscription is an amazing value. You can find a massive library filled with subs and dubs, members-only access, exclusive items in the shop, and much more when you become a subscriber. Premium Plus subscriptions are only $7.99 per month. Begin your free trial and start streaming ad-free anime today. Go to Funimation.com/subscribe now. The link for that will be in the show notes. Again, that's Funimation.com/subscribe now.
Now back to the show.
So, moving on, we're going to be talking about JoJo's Part 3, Stardust Crusaders. What are your thoughts, Blue?
Well, for the
What are your
first
thoughts?
half, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
The first half of Part 3, Stardust Crusaders.
So, like, between episode 1 and 24. So, for the opening, I still prefer, like, the first two opening songs
Same.
and visuals, but I didn't hate the visuals for the opening 3. They were actually really cool. I really liked them.
Yeah.
For the ending, the song was amazing. I love Walk Like
So
an
good.
Egyptian. I've heard the song several times before because my dad plays it.
I was just like, I've heard this song, and it's just such a good song. And I'm like, whoa. Because that's an American song again, right?
Yeah, like So Was Roundabout. Like, like, I don't know, just like I wonder if all the endings are going to be American songs. Because if they are, that's going to be pretty dope. Because, like, I'll recognize them, you know, and it'll be great. But I think the visuals for this ending was my favorite out of them so far.
The opening, I'd say, I mean, the visuals on it were solid for sure. The song isn't bad whatsoever. It's just, to be honest, it's nothing, it doesn't really stand out, right? This third opening doesn't really stand out. But I wouldn't call it bad at all.
Yeah, like, I still like what they're doing with the opening animation because it's different from, like, the show. So
Yeah, it looks really interesting just to watch the opening, to be honest. And the song's pretty good as well, so you're not really disappointed with the opening at all. And as we said, the ending song for JoJo's Part 3, Stardust Crusaders, it's lit, bro. Like, it's just so good. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like, I just really love that JoJo's does something different, and that's kind of the embodiment of the show. It's just so different. Like, the art style. I remember when I first started JoJo's, like, way back, I hated it. I hated the art style. I hated the show because of how it looked. And a lot of people do. A lot of people hate this show because of how it looks. And I get it because I was there, but
I feel like if you're not used to it, like, you stop, like, maybe, like, episode 3 because of the art style. But after a while, you'll get used to it.
you'll start to
like-
like it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's just so different. And, like, a lot of animes don't do things differently. Like, that's just not a thing, really, in the anime sphere. I mean, a lot of shows do, but at the same time, it's pretty rare to see a show, like, really take a leap, you know, take, like, a risky, like, leap and to do, like, an art style like JoJo's. But yeah, it just, once you like give it a chance, you'll be like, hell yes with this art style, I promise. So what were you thinking about all these new characters that were being introduced?
All right. So at the moment, I still think Joseph's Joestar I still like him
Yes.
more than Jotaro.
Yes.
Jotaro's, like, cool, but, you know,
He's
I still
cool.
like Joseph more. Second favorite would have to be Jotaro because, I mean, in this part at least, he's dope. He clearly has, like, the cliche trait of being strong, but also kind of sweet because, you know, with his mom and stuff like that. I think out of the characters that aren't JoJo's, would have to be Polnareff because, like,
German dude, or was he German? I don't know.
the one with the silver hair.
Super.
Like, and I mean,
Yeah.
even with his, like, weird ass hair like, he
Peter
makes a lot
Quill,
of nice references, and then later on, like, I don't think you got there yet, but they flesh him out a little bit more, and
They seem to be getting a little bit better, to be honest. Because after what happens to that one dude, he kind of like, starts to be a little bit smarter with his actions.
And I think under Polnareff would have to be Kakyoin. I'd like more of him. The cherry thing was great.
That's where that's from, bro. I've seen that I have seen that. And when I saw it in the show, I was like, oh my God.
I didn't know which character it was going to be. Like.
Oh my God. It's so disturbing. Just that freaking, I don't know what it is. He's just like, lick, 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 lick. I was just like, what the hell?
And like under that would be Avdol. And the little girl is near the bottom. Like again,
she's
like
a
not
little girl.
main character.
But
she's
just there.
She was mildly annoying, but I would like to have her stay around. I don't know why. Like,
I'd like to see where it goes with
just
her.
a bunch of buff men and a tiny little girl.
What a group, honestly.
Just for this part, I'd say Dio's at the bottom because we haven't seen enough of him.
Yeah, we haven't seen him, he would have to be. It's kind of.
I need to see his face in full before I can rank him.
Yeah, honestly. For me, the characters, if I had to rank them, I'd go Joseph, for sure. Like, he was awesome in his youth. He was awesome in his old age, I guess.
I mean, I'm not implying anything, but Joseph kind of still looks hot at 60 or whatever age he's at. I'm not gonna lie.
He do look good. Like, let's be honest. Like, my man is in shape. Like he's honestly. After my man showed up to his own funeral, will never not have respect for Joseph Joestar. Oh my God.
I love Joseph.
So good. And so yeah, he's definitely gonna be the top one for me. And then I guess Jotaro, he's cool.
For the main character of this part, you don't see that much of him.
There's just so many characters that it's like, you know what I mean?
Like, I mean, I like that they're not giving the main character like that much attention like they should be, but like, I mean, it's good that like they're focusing on other characters. Yeah.
The silver-haired dude, right? Like everything that's going down with him. And then the Firebird dude, he was really cool. Like whenever the arc first starts, I was really intrigued, bro. Like it was lit. Because I'm like, what is happening? This dude's in jail. He shoots himself in the head, and in this little ghost thing, which is now the stands, like catches the bullet, and then Joseph shows up, and then this Firebird dude shows up, and I'm like, what is happening? But yeah, the characters pretty good, not that great to be honest. Like I don't even know his name, like Jotaro's classmate that just joins them, that guy.
Kakyoin?
Yeah, I feel like he should be given a lot more, because like where I'm at,
I feel like they'll give him more in the second half.
Okay, yeah, hopefully, because I mean he's kind of had like some stuff happen to him, like he's been taken over like twice, right? Like, oh my God, like, so they just kind of need more with him, and then the silver-haired dude is on his way. But even so, I wouldn't call it like the best like character lineup, to be honest. I just wouldn't. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the characters. So what did you think about like the whole plot of this part 3 Stardust Crusaders?
I thought the plot was very intriguing. Like
it is, yeah.
You know, they're trying to save Holly, the mom.
Yeah.
And also her stand that lines up with her name, which is very coincidental, but
oh yeah.
Yeah, I like the plot. I mean, they're trying to, you know, get Dio. I didn't like a spoiler. Toy actually probably gonna get anyways, but I didn't expect Dio to like come back. Like, I mean, I kind of did, because I've seen so much of him. I'm like, he can't just be in the first part, can he?
Oh yeah, I knew he was coming back. Like, because I was like, there's no damn way.
Like, I've seen him in different outfits, and I'm like, what? like, is he coming back? Like, I expected him to, but then I didn't. Like, at the same time, I was like, maybe they won't, because I don't know. I was just overall just very confused at that point. But I'm glad that he's back, because he's got to
Same.
teach me how to do his eyeliner, man. I
Oh
don't
my
do eyeliner, but maybe I will for Dio.
You should. Anything for Dio. But yeah,
Man's
same.
been eating
The,
rich folk since 1980.
Oh my god. But like, yeah, I'd say the same. Like, the plot's really not really good, but it's like it's that same thing of like, okay, we gotta save mom. We gotta fight Dio, which I'm looking forward to. However, that's gonna play out. It's probably gonna be a while, right? But whenever they finally face Dio, this whole squad of people that we're kind of growing with, because it's a pretty long adventure, from what I'm piecing together. Like they were fighting a monkey. Didn't that happen?
Oh,
At some
yeah.
point, they fought a monkey
freaking,
on a.
what
on
is
a,
it?
Yo, that was kind of creepy, honestly. Like, what
Dude,
was that?
That poor little girl, like, for one, did not need a pan of her backside.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I was like, okay, this happened.
Yeah, it's legal in Japan, but not in America. It's not
Yikes,
all right.
man.
But
yeah.
It did really set the like whole tone of like this dude's creepy, like.
Yeah. But it's just like all these characters are popping up, like these villain characters, right? And it's kind of like, we know they're not gonna lose. They're not gonna lose. They're gonna go on and fight Dio, and it's like, that doesn't mean it can't not be entertaining, but that does mean it's kind of making it drag. Because I have heard that like, what's it called? Part 3, Stardust Crusaders, is kind of like, it's not the best, right? And I can see what they mean, like the person that said that, because like I'm kind of feeling it, like, okay, this battle's going on, but I'm just like, all right, cool, but you're not gonna die. I mean, one dude died, but I don't know. I still don't know, because we had the dude with a gun, and then we had the dude that fought people through reflections, which was like, that's the thing. These characters have really cool powers, and it's definitely interesting to see these fights and see all of this stuff. But at the same time, you kind of want a little bit more plot progression instead of, oh, this is Dio's minion, they're going to fight him now, and then it's like, well, we kind of want to see like something more interesting happen. Then yeah, fight's interesting, but it's like, can we kind of get to Dio? I want to see Dio, not these dudes, just lose.
It's kind of like the episodical monster of the week whole ordeal.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's turning into, honestly. At least for where I'm at. That's kind of what it is. And as I said, it's pretty cool to see Joseph get a wart, like out of the thing growing in him, and it's punching him in the face. That was cool. 100%.
I like how they developed Joseph's character so far as well.
Same.
Like, he's obviously, older, more mature than he was.
But he's the same Joseph,
Yeah,
It's like still the same Joseph.
We still love him.
Yeah. But yeah, so if I'd want anything to improve, it would be that aspect. Can we just see a little bit more progression towards Dio or towards something? And they kind of set themselves up for failure in that regard, like, in the sense that they showed all their cards of this adventure that they're going on. Because I don't know what episode it is. It's probably like episode 2 or 3. They're like, we gotta save, his mom and his daughter, Joseph's, and go fight Dio. Well, that's not gonna happen till who knows how long, right? Because, so yeah. And then it turns into Dio's minions are after him. And yeah, it just kind of, the car dude. Okay, that one, the car dude. Oh my, that episode, I was just like, no, I can't do the car dude. Everyone else, pretty good. The puppet, there was a puppet. That was interesting. Everyone else was pretty interesting. But like the car dude, bro. Really? A car? I don't even know what this dude's stand was a car.
That guy confused me a little bit. But,
Yeah.
you know. Why are his arms so freaking big?
I don't know. It looks so interesting. And that's what I like about JoJo's, like these characters, all these villains popping up are pretty unique. Like they're really unique. Their designs are pretty cool. But yeah. What do you think? Where are you thinking this is gonna lead to? Because I mean I don't know, but
I think like since like, obviously the second half is like battle in Egypt. They're gonna get to Egypt.
yeah.
I can't see 24 episodes of them fighting Dio.
God,
So
no.
I think they're going to have a few more stronger opponents on the way, and maybe have
Okay.
like 10 episodes of them chasing down Dio. Maybe, I don't know, like getting close enough. Can't
Oh,
see that like
no.
a full on battle. So maybe like 5 episodes of like, or 2 episodes of actual battle with Dio. But I
Yeah.
genuinely don't know. It's JoJo's. You can't.
See, I totally see what this one person was saying because it's like there's too many opponents. Too many opponents are showing up. There's too many. I'm really not feeling the tension. It's like I am like in the moment. It's like, oh, this is crazy, but it's like Joseph's not dying, right? Like the little wart thing wasn't killing him. Let's be honest. Come on.
I mean, since he's not the main character of this
yeah,
part, it's possible.
it's
but
possible for sure.
I can't see it. For part, or like the second half of part 3, I'm hoping that like if they can have like the whole like opponents introduced, but maybe having like one or like more 1, 2-parter, 3-parter things
Yeah.
where they're fighting the same opponent, or like a if they're a stronger opponent, then stuff like that, but not just having like
An opponent with like a little bit more depth. You know what I mean? Because these people are interesting, all these villains, but they have no depth to them. And that's why we like Dio. That's why we want to see like the Dio show up, because he has depth, like he's in the previous parts. We want to see that.
Yeah, like bring in like maybe a mini boss, like
Yeah, just build up somebody for more than 5 episodes. You know what I mean? That would be kind of cool, because this adventure is hella long, especially since what you're saying. It's like they're not gonna fight Dio the entire second part. You know, like there's still gonna be 24 episodes of that, and it's like, I mean, how many have they fought even now? And I'm not even finished with part 3 right now, the first half of part 3 or whatever. And they fought like 10 dudes, damn near. They fought the monkey, they fought the grandma, they fought the car dude, they fought the puppet, and the slime dude. There was a slime dude.
Wait, the slime dude. I'm trying to remember which.
He had like he could copy people or something. He could like turn into people.
That dude, yeah.
That guy, and they're cool. But at the same time,
like just basically just need like another boss that's like not Dio level, but like maybe half Dio level. Because
at least someone like the way the Pillar Men, they were hype. The Pillar Men were so hype. Or that's what they're called, right? The dudes that Joseph was fighting.
AC/DC Cars and the other one.
Yeah, the other dude. Like that was lit. That was so well done, honestly. But yeah. So I would want to see that improve, which I don't know if it is. Either way, gonna tough it out, gonna get through it eventually. So I just want to get to that Dio fight whenever that's gonna happen in the next part. But yeah, any last thoughts on any favorite moments or favorite episode from this?
There's no particular favorite moments. There are a lot of amazing scenes, like including like the epic fight scenes, but I mean, and the funny moments with freaking the pig in the toilet.
Oh my god. I think
great.
my favorite moment has to be the lick, the cherry, that one dude with the cherry.
Yeah.
Just such an iconic moment from JoJo's. Yes. I just don't know, bro, what that was. But yeah, that's our thoughts on JoJo's part 3, the first half of it, whatever. We're going to be talking about that next week, the second part. Or not next week, but the next episode, right?
Yeah.
Next one.
Stardust Crusaders, Battle in Egypt.
Yes, we'll be talking about that on the next episode of Anime and Chill, and as well as Kakegurui, God, that name that's hard to say, It's kind of annoying.
Kageyuri.
Yeah, which is a anime about gambling. Like these kids go into this high school or something. Of course, it's a high school. It has to be a high school, and it's like they're gamblers or something. So I don't know. Maybe I've heard a lot about it and heard good things about it. So it's probably a pretty good show. So yeah, stay tuned for that next episode as well. And with all that being said, we love you and we're out.